Okay, we made a big update in here. Ta-da! We updated the mirror and the light fixture. It's slightly off kilter because that's just how it went. But we're probably going to shift it a little bit. We're not totally sure what we're going to do with this. If we're going to get just a whole new vanity, might be taller. We're not 100% sure, but there was a big hole up here that we had to cover. So this is how it went. But overall, happy that there's like a nice mirror. It makes the room feel bigger. It's not like stuff stuck up there. So soon. And my favorite part is that this matches this. So then we'll get matching fixtures here, like some kind of, I think they call it antique copper. Get that taken down. These two taken down, and then put the shower in here. I would love if we could get an antique copper shower head. That would be so cool, but doubtful. Either way, it's looking good. Good morning, everybody. I am definitely just laying in bed. I just finished nursing and I am gonna get up. I got up, got dressed, went to the bathroom, all that good jazz. And then baby was up again. So we sat down to nurse. After we nursed for about 30 minutes, we got a diaper change. And he still wishes that he was asleep. Okay, now that we have taken care of the start of our morning, it's time for me to actually get going on things. And I have a whole bunch of stuff on the stairs that need to go into the basement. I also have loads, if you will, of laundry. Loads of laundry to do. So we're gonna get started on that. I did prep a load to go into the washer this morning, so I'm gonna start that. Then I'm gonna get the stuff off the stairs, and then I'm gonna show you my pile. This is what I have left. Then I have to wash size 2 clothes. Then I have to go and get the 9-month clothes from over there, because I've got to do a clothing rotation as well. And this is, I've already done, I've got 2 loads upstairs, a 3rd one in there, a 4th one in there, and I still have all of this to wash. It's fine. I'm fine, it's fine, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm also exhausted. But I started listening to a book series on Audible. It's the headphone. And I've been listening to it in when I'm working on things and I just want to focus. Normally it's a mix between podcasts or random story stuff that I listen to during the day. And so I was like, why don't I replace that with an actual full series or something? And started a series that my friend has been wanting me to start listening to. So I've been doing that. It's been good. I've gotten through the books in 2 days, sometimes 3 days. And for a while I got the free audiobook listening hours on Spotify, which I still have every month, but I keep using them. And you get 15 hours, but I used them up in less than a week. So it's kind of a problem. And so now I'm committed to Audible updates. Let's talk about updates and get breakfast and everything. I don't even know where to start. He didn't take my tomatoes out. Got a bowl of tomatoes sitting here for my chickens. Anyway, I am not really sure where to start. I put up a few videos and was pretty on it for a little while. And then I took my siblings for 2 weeks and just kind of focused on that. And then on Sunday, it's Tuesday. On Sunday, we had Gregory's birthday party. I don't know why that was so hard for me to remember. I had a lot of prep to do for that, and he wasn't helping me because I didn't let him. So it was just kind of me and my sisters working on everything, and they did a fabulous job. However, it was exhausting. It was very exhausting. More so than normal. But I didn't stay on anything or do anything that I needed or wanted to do, and that's fine. I'm trying to find my tonic now, so give me a second. It just got really busy. And I had a client wedding on Saturday, and I have a client wedding this Sunday. This week is crazy because it's the start of a month, and obviously because last week was crazy, I was super booked. So I couldn't take any client calls for the beginning of the month because I talk to my clients at the beginning of every month, or at least check in with them. So I checked in with them and then scheduled for this week and beyond in April. And I have 4 meetings today, which is good. I like putting my meetings all close together so I can get them taken care of and be done for the month. It's a nice way to feel. I like being done. That being said, I'm generally really terrible about doing things that I need to do, not just the extra things. And I was focusing on my siblings, and they had spring break for one of the weeks that they were with me. And the second week they had school, so a lot of my time went into school and then maintaining like the household, and then having to get ready for this party and like doing extra chores to get ready for that. And then the week that they were on spring break, we did a few extra fun things because they didn't get to do anything for spring break. And normally they don't like go on a trip or anything like that, but my parents will usually do something for the kiddos during spring break just to like have a little extra fun, because winter's so hard. And then when you're homeschooled on top of that, it's hard to get out of the house in the wintertime. And she sends them out to like play a lot, but there hasn't been like a lot of like warm snowy days, mostly just like cold snowy days, and then super warm no snow days. So like you get out, but it's just a little bit more. Anyway, so they always try to do a little something for the kids to kind of help them get out of that like winter slump, motivates you to get school done, all of that good jazz. I think, spring break is really purposeful, and sometimes we discredit that. Anyhow, so as we were kind of like going through and doing that stuff, all of my things got put to the side, including my health stuff. So this morning, I had Gregory wake me up before he left at 6:30. I was in the middle of nursing, so I finished nursing until 7, and then I got up to start my day, and I at least got to like get ready before someone needed me again. And now we're gonna focus on health stuff. Gabriel's the only big boy up right now, and he's not quite ready for breakfast yet, but he told me he wanted toast. So I'm gonna go grab my vitamins. I'm gonna get my measuring spoon so that I can get my tincture, and then I'm going to get myself a coffee. And I did buy myself some instant coffee so I can make some Starbucks frappuccinos for myself. But first, I'm just gonna drink my terrible for you iced coffee that I got from the store. So we just nursed for a while. 20, 30 minutes maybe. And this one joined us. He's awake now. And I finished my bread. So I'm going to try and lay him back down to play. And then get this one some bread. We're going to lay down and nurse and try to take a nap. So we're going to do a side-lying nurse. It's like 9, I think. He's really not hungry. He's just super tired. Because normally he sleeps until like 8, 9, sometimes even 10 o'clock. But he didn't. It is almost 10 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. So we're going to try and get him to take a nap. It's 11:30 and we didn't do snack. So we went straight to lunch. I've got a bowl of salad. And the boys have their food over there. We're doing a like kale salad mix with like sunflower seeds. And Gabriel has granola, Azariah has granola and yogurt, and then they have kiwi. I just have salad right now, and water. And then, probably in an hour, I'll take my afternoon tincture, because you can take it 3 times a day, so I try to space it out just to like maximize the effect. I don't know if it does anything, but you can take it 3 times a day, so may as well. He awoke. I have not eaten my salad yet. It is mere minutes, maybe, after I filmed that video. So here we are. With the stinkerdoodle himself. I'm gonna nurse him again. Hello. My baby nursed for like 20 minutes at noon. 11:30, 11:45. It was 11:45. And now it's 12:20. So he's laying over there and I'm cleaning up after lunch. But I have meetings today, a lot of meetings today. So anyway, because it is 12:20, I'm going to take another dose of my tincture. So some confusion that people I've talked to about this tincture have is that it's not like a dose of medicine in that you take it and your problems are immediately gone. In this one, like with this specific tincture, it's not like a painkiller. An hour after I took my first dose, the first time I took it, I immediately felt like at that hour, I felt hungry and everything sounded fine. Like I wanted to eat versus being like hungry but not wanting to eat, or wanting to eat but not being hungry. After my second dose, I just felt less cranky. And after my third dose, the brain fog lifted. I remember it was a little while after, like in a couple of hours after I had my third dose, so one full day. And I could just think clearly again. I could have a cohesive thought. And I had been eating and I had been drinking water, and like things that like water sounded like bad to me prior to that. It's weird how giving your body the support that it needs with whole foods can solve those problems and really just make huge changes. I have a friend who always likes to say that food is medicine, and I've come to believe it. I've got a full pitcher of water. We're trying to fill up our water reservoir right now just because we drink a lot of water, and this goes through pretty quick, but still, like, you know, only so much at a time. And we got a few people drinking water. So I'm gonna go fill up a water reservoir and my water, because my water's empty, and then get my tincture in. In 30 minutes, I have a meeting, a few back-to-back meetings. So it's gonna be interesting. Okay, I ran around, I changed a diaper, moved around some laundry. Somehow I forgot to start my washing machine when I was down there last. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Let the dogs out, got drinks for the boys and myself, took my supplement, changed another poopy diaper. Now we're nursing again. It's nearly 1 o'clock. And I've got so many meetings today. So I am gonna get started with those. Okay, just finished my first client meeting. It's 1:27. I am fairly confident I have another client meeting at 2, but I have to look at my calendar, and then I'm going to pull up my documents. And then I've got a 20-minute workout that I'm going to do. The baby is chilling on the floor playing with toys, and I have like a mountain of clean laundry. That's my 4th laundry load that's currently in this room. So we're just going to do a quick fix that, and then I'm working on this postpartum workout because I want to what I really want is to find a program that builds on core strength that I can do at home, but I'm not there yet. So I'm starting with this postpartum 4-week workout, and then after that we'll go from there. We'll work on core exercises. I'm going to see if I can do it for myself for 28 days. We'll see. Oh my goodness. Second meeting done. Successful. I mean, there was a second there where I was slightly worried simply because the boys decided to bust in, but we solved the problem. I also, right before the meeting, did an 8-minute, I think it was a booty workout that I was telling you about earlier. And then there's a second half to it, and it's a core workout. Finian also went down for a nap because he was nursing while I started my meeting. So he's in the room, and I moved my computer to the boys' room. I've got to put down some notes from my client call. So I'm going to put down some notes. I'm going to do this other workout, and then I am going to check my next meetings and get my documents lined up. So good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. I earlier boiled a pot of water because I was cleaning out my sink, and I'm going to regret saying this, but fruit fly season is going to be upon us way too soon, and I've had issues with it a lot more than I'd like to admit. And I saw a reel on Instagram earlier today that was like, here are my tips for, avoiding fruit flies during fruit fly season. And we also have flies because our garage door will sometimes just fly open. We got a lot of problems, okay? But we have flies sometimes, and so I have this Zevo fly. It's like a light, and we had a moth in here one night last summer, and it disappeared. I saw it, and then it disappeared, and I couldn't find it, and I went to change out my Zevo light, and it was stuck on the back, and it was huge, and it was disgusting, and I was like, this thing works wonders. I'm investing. I don't even care. So that has kind of not solved our fly problem, but it helped a ton. And fruit flies, we kind of got under control, but we didn't do a great job. So one of the big things that she recommended in this reel to do was to pour boiling hot water down your sink every time you clean it, and get the food that's sitting in the drains out. And so I was boiling water for that, and when I did, I took my old candles and got the old wax out so I can put the glass jars in my cupboard and get rid of the wax. Okay, so going to go do another workout and finish my notes from my meeting. I forgot to mention this workout program is totally free. It's all YouTube videos, and she like put the program together and has like a whole chart that you can download. It's pretty cool. I tagged her on my Instagram story, and I'll be doing it every day. So hopefully this video will go out, and then I'll still be in the process of it so that you can go to my story and check that out. But it's called Nourish, Move, Love. I'll try to remember to link it below, but if you want to try it out, that's what it is. It's good for anything, not just postpartum, but it's like designed for postpartum. And I'm very postpartum. I'm 6 months postpartum, so like this is not, I just had a baby or anything. It's just, I need to get my core in shape, so I'm starting somewhere. And I am liking it so far. The booty workout was good. It was nice. I liked it. But anyway, that's that. All right, it's like 4:15. I did my workout, I did my notes, I started another load of laundry. We're outside. We went outside to take out the recycling that I brought it out yesterday, but then to go and like actually put it in the recycling, and I started the cardboard, I burned that, and then a client came to my house to drop off some stuff from her wedding that she borrowed and needed to return, and I was like, all right. And then I gave my horse a carrot and cleaned buckets out of his pasture, and my husband is probably on his way home. My mom is probably going to be hopping over here later tonight, and I've got 2 more client meetings, so it's great. It's great. It's great. Woo! We came back inside and nursed, got ready for my next meeting. I had one at 5, and I got myself dinner. Gregory came home. He brought me a coffee because he loves me. My mom came with some chicks, so they're outside running the go-karts. I've got another meeting in like 2 minutes, and then a meeting right after that, and I've got so much laundry. Incredible amounts of laundry, plus 3 baskets on the ground, and 1 in the dryer. And washer? Maybe just the washer. I don't know. Anyhow, I didn't want to take out my phone, because I forgot it in here. But also, I just was doing all the, like, saying hi to people when they come home kind of thing. So, yeah. I'm going to take these meetings, and then we'll check back in. Love, Genevieve.